It is almost impossible to live life with no regrets. Instead of regretting and thinking about the things that we cannot change, I am going to be sharing with all of you 10 tips that I will tell my younger 16-year-old self. Hello everyone, welcome to the NASTI Dynasti, where we all learn about life-changing habits, skill sets, and mindsets to help us all become more nasty. As the title suggests, I'll be sharing 10 tips that I will have given to my younger self. And you never know, maybe you guys will learn a thing or two from it and maybe even change up your lifestyle. The first tip will be to know your priorities. You know, when you're young, your priorities are basically all over the place. To my younger self, I would like you to know your priorities, be it whether it lies in your CCAs, your studies, or even your friends, and allocate time there accordingly. Instead of not knowing where you want to allocate your time and just spending time doing whatever you want and making no progress in the things that you actually care about. The second tip will be to treasure your close relationships. When we are young, we don't really recognize how easy it is for people to drift apart and to even completely disappear from your life. Try your best to keep the people that you care about and improve on your relationship and fix it if anything bad were to happen. It is super easy to just sweep things under the carpet and find someone else, but if you and the person go through so many hard times and you are willing to spend so much time on this person, your relationship will go a very long way. The third tip will be to take part in more school activities. When we are young, right, we actually have a lot of time to try out a lot of different things. But the thing is, we keep telling ourselves that we are so busy and that we might not be able to manage. I think the perfect way to do this is to actually just take it up first. And if you think that you're unable to manage it, then just drop it off. So to the small citizen, please take part in as many activities as you can. Be it finding a new CCA, taking part in other school activities, taking part in volunteering, for example. You will find out that as you add more things on your plate, right, you will value your own time a lot more. And you'll be able to spend time doing the things that you actually care about, rather than just spending the time like scrolling through Instagram and other stuff. The fourth tip will be to always listen first. Sometimes when you talk too much and you keep sharing about yourself, constantly being in the spotlight and all, you start to miss out on things that are happening on the sidelines. Be it your environment, your surroundings, or even what your friends might be thinking of you, or how your friends are feeling. So whenever this happens, right, you'll want to take a step back and then look around at the situation, pay attention to your environment as well as the people around you. Always ensure that you're taking care of the people around you, listening to them, helping them with their problems, rather than always going on and on about your own life. Because honestly, right, nobody will care about someone who doesn't care for them. The fifth tip will be to actually find a hobby and devote time into it. When you're young, you don't really know where your hobby really lies because you haven't really experienced a lot of different things. So just take your time to go and find a hobby and just go and try everything. Being good at something is also a skill, and you will feel super good when you find that you are constantly improving in something that you enjoy. To my younger self, I will recommend you finding a hobby that can actually help you in real life. So it can be something that can improve your overall fitness, it can be something that can help you develop some skills. But more importantly is to always find something that you love and devote time into it. And soon you'll find yourself improving, and the future you, which is like me, will thank you for starting today. The sixth tip will be to actually exercise more. For guys especially, right, when you find yourself going into NS, if your overall physique, right, and your overall fitness is a lot higher than average, you will find yourself having a super easy time. When you start your fitness journey at a younger age, you will have a lot of time to go and explore the different sports, and you might even find one that you like and that you can even consider as a hobby. And like I said previously, being good at your hobby is actually a skill. So just go out there, spend some time, go and play around, go and find out what you're interested in, and just sweat your ass out. The seventh tip will be to read books. Okay, notice how I said read books rather than read more books, because of the fact that I don't think that I read a single non-fiction book before I started this YouTube channel. When I was young, I remember thinking that reading was a complete waste of time because it was so damn boring. But I realized that because of the fact that I didn't go back and try and read books, that was why I thought it was boring. So advice that I will give to my younger self would be to just pick up one book, okay? As long as you see that the non-fiction book is interesting, just pick it up and try reading it, and let's see what you learn from there. Non-fiction books don't need to be like business related and stuff like that. As long as you are interested in it, you will be able to learn something from it. As you grow older, your knowledge actually compounds, and as you pick up reading as a habit, right, it will help you damn a lot in the long run. The eighth tip will be to actually stop being afraid of being alone. When I was young, right, I was super FOMO. Like, I had to constantly be part of everybody's lives. I had to constantly be doing everything that the others were doing. I guess I will tell my past self this quote: being alone doesn't necessarily mean that you are lonely. Sometimes it is completely fine to just do whatever you want, even if it means that you're alone. Take pride in whatever you're doing, right, and eventually you'll find people gravitating towards you, and these people will share your same interests. The ninth tip will be to manage your finances properly. As a student, right, I didn't really get that much money for my allowance, but I always gravitated towards all those kind of student meals, extra value meals, cost saving meals. But little did I know was that I was actually spending more rather than saving. I don't know about you, okay, but for me, right, I think that as a student, right, I confirm don't have the money to go and spend on all these kind of student meals, extra value meals, constantly eating fast food, because even though it looks cheap, right, it's actually super expensive. So stop looking at all the discounts, okay? Don't think about the amount that you save, rather think about the net amount that you spend. Then you start to realize that your money, right, is flying away like crazy because you keep thinking that you are saving money. So rather than going to Pepper Lunch for your student meal, you might consider going to a nearby coffee shop or hawker center and using the money that you save, right, you'll be able to spend it on things that you actually want. Maybe presents for your family or presents for your friends, or even investing in the future. The last and final tip will be to enjoy your school life. Throughout secondary school to JC, right, I realized that your life is only as fun as you make it to be. If you constantly keep thinking that your JC is a super boring place and that nothing is happening, then nothing will happen in your life because you're not trying to make a change. So just try your best to make the most out of your post-secondary education life, and it can be in the form of taking part in events, I don't know, making mum jokes with your friends, playing the Penis game in the lecture theatre. Wow, it was damn fun last time in JC. Basically, try to make memories in your post-secondary education life, and when you look back on these memories, you will smile and you'll think that, wow, last time was damn fun. With that, I've covered 10 tips for my younger self, and I hope that you have learned a thing or two from it. Do leave a comment below and let me know what you would tell your younger self. We will all definitely make mistakes along the way, but I guess just try your best to make the most out of everything that you have now, be it your friends, your families, money, and even time. With that, I will see you in the next video. Always remember, stay nasty.